All right, guys, thank you for coming to our clinic series we have. This is the second in our 2019 Brigham City clinics getting ready for the Mountain Regional Tournament. Today's sponsor is Head. We have a set of Head paddles here for you to demo for those that want to try a Head paddle. They are one of the three major sponsors of the Mountain Regional Tournament. You'll see a booth here for them during the tournament. The clinic today, we're going to talk about three topics. We're going to talk about serving, where to hit it, and the different styles that you can hit, and what's important about it. We're going to show around the post and Ernie shots, how you set yourself up, how you hit those correctly, how you can intimidate your opponent. And then finally, we have our guest pro here today, Corey Keller. He's going to work on kitchen footwork, the proper way to dink, whether you should catch a ball out of the air or let it bounce, and he'll talk to us about those things. So we're going to start with serving and just the basics of serving. The most important thing about serve is consistency. If you can't get your serve in, you need to come up with a serve that you can get in. The second most important thing is getting a serve that will give you an advantage when you're serving the ball, meaning you look at the type of player you're playing. Do they have a really strong forehand, and every time that you serve their forehand, they thump you with it? Or more importantly, typically, is the depth of our serve. We all need to work on having that serve hit regularly in the back 3 feet of the court. And so when you're alone and you have time, you're waiting for others to come out and drill and see how many out of 20 serves you can get in those back 3 feet and really work on it. So it isn't necessarily pace, it isn't necessarily how hard you can hit a serve, but it's about your depth. And again, we all have different styles, whether you have a backhand style, whether you come straight up and drive through the ball, whether you have a side spin style. It's good to have all of them. We're going to talk about each of those serves. But more than anything, again, it's not necessarily how hard I can hit this, it's how deep. And I have wind in my face, but I'm going to go for depth with this serve as deep as I can hit it. That was in the back 2 feet. The wind did grab it. So as I hit this serve, I'm using a side spin serve into this wind, and I'm going to come across that ball and hit it back as deep as I can. I don't care about my pace. I'm going to hit this one a little bit higher. I care about depth, so he can't be driving in on that. So the first thing you care about when you come out and practice, because when you get into a tournament, all of us tense up. We go from hitting serves regularly here to hitting serves regularly here. You have to get comfortable and confident with your serve to say, I can get that depth. All of us have had moments where our serve is glitched. So it's good to have a second serve, or good to have a third serve, backup options. If my serve, like my very first serve did go wide, but if my serve gets where I feel like I'm not hitting it consistently, there are times I'll come out there and just say, okay, I'm going to poke this with a legal backhand serve. I'm going to throw it out in front of me, and I'm going to poke it as deep as I can. I don't expect that to win me a point, but I don't want to hit a serve that's this short and this high where they come in and just crush it, and I'm on my back foot and I now get tomahawked. You want to have depth with whatever type of serve. That's the second thing to think about, and we're going to go out and drill these in a second. The third thing is, you saw my first serve with a side spin. When that ball hits, it jumps sideways. If you have wind in your face, one of the things I try to do, because we all think, oh, I'm sorry, if you have wind at your back, one of the things we all think is we have to just barely tap that serve, and we make it a very passive, very weak serve. When there's wind at your back, really crank topspin. So I'll throw the ball out in front of me, and then I crank on it like this, and that gives that ball an extra hop as it hits. So I'm not necessarily hitting hard, but I'm pulling up on that ball to make it have some topspin. Kale, will you hit a topspin serve for us from that side? So not necessarily that side serve that I would normally use on people, but I want to come out in front just like I'm starting a lawnmower and pulling straight up on that ball. And when it comes, see how that ball really hopped into me? I was 3 feet back and I could barely hit that. Do that one more time, Kale. Same type of serve. Really crank the topspin. So watch that ball jump back. And when I'm returning that ball from all the way back here, why we're doing this is on a third shot. So if I hit a deep serve, and then I want you to come in, we'll play half court, serve it, return it to my side. If I get a deep serve, it's going to take him a lot more time to get in. And I can hit a moderately good drop, and he can't necessarily kill me on it. So the point is, the better you hit your serve, the less good you have to hit your third shot. So, I've watched lots of people play, and they just kind of serve the ball like this. That person comes in, they've hit it hard to me, so I'm on my back foot and I'm in trouble. Hit that serve with some type of intention. Say, I'm going to put this in a place he doesn't want it, so maybe his forehand is really strong. So I'm going to come out wider, and I'm going to hit one to his backhand, let's go to the other side, Phil, that'll be easier. I'm going to hit it to his backhand, stay in the middle, and it's going to be a lot harder for him to hit a good shot, and I'm able to get it, get it into the dink game. So the point is, practice not just speed, but depth and then placement. If I want to try, I know he likes his forehand, so I might come in with a backhand serve and hit it to his backhand just because it puts that type of spin, it bounces out wide on him. So and that's the other thing, if people get used to your spin on your serve, throw something different in there. Crank a topspin serve, and they're not as comfortable with it. Change the pace on it. Sometimes even come in with a lob type serve. Just keep the depth on it. But that's the mentality, is why am I hitting this ball? Not just because I want to say get over the net, but because I'm going to do something to make him uncomfortable. And I'll watch people where they set up. If he sets up, because he wants his forehand, so he sets up really wide. So I'll wait for that. I'll let him get set, and then I'll put a ball down the middle on him because he's giving me all that room. So the next time he says, oh, he likes to serve down the middle. So I'll purposely now come here, and he's going to set up in the middle, and it looks like I'm going to serve in the middle, and then I'll pull one out wide to make him feel the opposite feel on that. So pay attention to what they're doing, pay attention to what they like, but most importantly, hit your serve in a place that makes it so you have the easiest third shot possible. That's really the mentality of our serve, is what can we do on our third shot. So we're going to go out and drill. We'll put 4 people on a court. Let's all serve. Don't hit returns. We're just going to serve to each other and see. We'll each hit 5 serves back and forth. How many we can hit in the back 2 feet on each of the courts. So let's hit these courts and try that. Any questions before?